Okay, Joe McGuigan's here with us today, and Joe is going to lead us in a dance workshop.
Hello everybody, I'm delighted to be here in the Market House in Clonmany for the Seamus Grant weekend. I have been here before, as you know, but this is my first time to do an online workshop, so I hope it goes well and hope you enjoy it. And I'm calling this Dance the Reel, the workshop, and I hope by the end of it you'll have a few steps. If you hear a nice piece of music, whether at home or at a session, you can get up and dance a few steps if you feel like dancing. I'm going to start with the 3s and the 7s, which is a basic rhythm for the reel. And then I'm going to develop a bit further and make it more shan-nose. I'm aiming it at beginners, but hopefully it'll suit everybody. Be no bother to you. Before I start, I have a couple of health and safety messages. They're not COVID related, nothing to do with COVID. First of all, make sure your space when you're dancing is free. There's nothing you can trip over or fall over. We're not going to move much in this dance, but just be careful and make sure your space is clear. And secondly, the steps aren't strenuous, but if for some reason you feel out of breath or under any sort of pressure, just stop, because in this video clip you can revisit it at any time and at your own pace. That's it. I'd like to welcome our musicians, Evelyn and Michael, and Patsy here behind the camera. So Sinead, we'll make a start.
Thanks very much, Joe. We'll take a break. We'll get going now shortly.
Okay, we'll make a start. I'm going to turn around with my back to the camera, because that way it'll make it easier for you to follow my feet. Okay? Now again, as I said earlier, just make sure there's nothing behind you in particular when you're dancing that you could trip over or fall over. So just have a nice little clear space. And we're going to start off with a 1, 2, 3. Bring your right foot back for 1. So 1, 2, 3. That's the 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do it now from the side so that you can see how I transfer my weight from one leg to the other. So 1, 2, 3. You can dance this with me. Obviously you can revisit the video clip as well, but dance it with me for now. So 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. I'll do it facing forward again. 1, 2, 3. Then we do the same with the left foot. Bring your left foot back. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do it from the side. 1, 2, 3. So transfer your weight from one leg to the other. 1, 2, 3. And once more. 1, 2, 3. We'll put those two together now. We'll do 2, starting on the right. 1, 2, 3. Keep your weight on this right leg and bring your left foot back, 2, 3. So we'll do those two together again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll do 4 of them now. After 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Keep your weight on this leg. 1, 2, 3. Keep your weight on the left leg. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. So you keep transferring your weight from one leg to the other. Now at this stage, rather than saying 1, 2, 3, I'm going to say back 2, 3, because it'll be easier to follow. Now, so when I say back, just put your foot in behind. We're not actually moving physically back, although you might find that happens at the start. And that's all the more reason that there's nothing behind you that you could trip over. So from now on, I'm going to say back 2, 3. And we're actually going to do 8 of those to complement the 8 bars of music. And maybe if Michael and Evelyn would play the tune nice and slow, we'll get started. And you'll play 4 bars introduction, and then I'll let people know when to start. again, a wee bit slower, just for starting off. Is that okay? If you do the 4 bars introduction. Over the video clip if you feel things are going too fast. I'm going to keep moving through it to keep things going, okay? So that's your 8 back 2 3s. The next bit I'm going to do is the 7s. The 7s follows the same pattern as the back 2 3s, except we keep counting 7. So it goes back 2 3 4 5 6 7. And I'll demonstrate that from the side now. Back 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you keep transferring your weight from one leg to the other. Back 2 3 4 5 6 7. We'll do it once more now. Back 2 3 4 5 6 7. I'll do it facing forward. Back 2 3 4 5 6 7. And then we're going to add on 2 back 2 3s. Back 2 3 back 2 3. And then we're going to do the same starting with the left foot. So back 2 3 4 5 6 7. Back 2 3 back 2 3. I'm going to demonstrate the 7s on the left foot. So it's back 2 3 4 5 6 7. And once more. Back 2 3 4 5 6 7. So that's our 7s. The 7s. This is the 7s that's done in the Achilles. It's called the Achilles 7s. And it's danced like this nice and lightly. So we'll dance it through, so we're doing a 7s, 2 back 2 3s, another 7s and 2 back 2 3s. So we'll dance it to music and we'll keep it nice and slow because we're adding on to it now. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make the dance have more sound in it, make it more percussive as in the old shallow style. I'm going to do that by adding a stamp before each back 2 3 and before each back 2 3 4 5 6 7. And I'm going to dance it flatter with the flat of the foot. So we're going to put a stamp in at the front. So we're going to do stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3. I'll do that from the side to show you. So stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3, back 2 3, stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3. I'll do that from the side to show you. So stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3. You can as well, you can use a heel back 2 3, heel back 2 3, or you can use the ball of your foot, the tip back 2 3, tip back 2 3. But for now, for the rest of the dance, I'm going to do it with the flat of the foot. So it's going to be stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3. So when we try that, we'll do also for the 7s, if you're doing the 7s, it'll be stamp back 2 3 4 5 6 7, stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3 4 5 6 7, stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3. So So we'll do the 3s and the 7s all the way through using the flat of our foot. So if the musicians are happy to go again, keep it nice and slow, and we'll do it all through. The 8s and the 7s. When I was doing the Cayley 7s, we move it out to the side as well. I'll show you that now. So, and you do that just by moving your front foot out to the side and bringing your back foot in behind. So, for the Cayley one, it was back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. So we'll do that now just with using this stamp. Back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. We'll try that to the music, just the 7s. Okay? We're going to move it to the side. First step, I'm going to call this the stamp step because we're going to do a lot of stamps. I'm going to start off with 2 stamps, stamp, stamp, back, 2, 3. We're going to do the same on the left foot, stamp, stamp, back, 2, 3. So we'll do those 2 together after 2, stamp, stamp, back, 2, 3, stamp, stamp, back, 2, 3. And then we're going to do stamp down, stamp down. Stamp on the front, down in the back, and I'll do that from the side. Stamp down, once more. Stamp down, and then we're going to do a back 2, 3, and a back 2, 3. So we'll take it up as far as that. Stamp, stamp, back 2, 3. Stamp, stamp, back 2, 3. Stamp down, stamp back 2, 3. Then we're going to finish with a back 2, 3, back 2, 3. And the back stamp, stamp. Stamp, stamp, back 2, 3. Stamp, stamp, back 2, 3. Stamp down, back 2, 3. Then we're going to finish with the back 2, 3, back 2, 3, and the back stamp, stamp. That last week that is back, stamp, stamp. Back, stamp, stamp. So we'll do it to the music. I'll call it out, keep it nice and slow, and we'll dance the whole step. We're starting off with two stamps. Lovely, thank you. That was an easy step. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to do the 7s and that step so you see how the 2 work together. Okay, so we'll go again. I'll dance the 7s and the first step if the musicians are okay with that. So next step, we're going to start with 4 back 2 threes. So stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3, stamp back 2 3. Then we're going to do this here. So it's a toe down on your right. You keep your weight on your right, toe down on the left. Keep your weight on your left. Stamp right, stamp left. So once more, toe down. Put your weight on your right leg. Toe down. Put your weight on your left leg. Stamp right, stamp left. So it's this toe down, stamp down. So once more, toe down, put your weight on your right leg, toe down, put your weight on your left leg, stamp right, stamp left. So I'll do it once more, toe down, stamp down. And you can put a little hop in there. You can do toe down, just makes it look better. So it's toe and hop onto the down. Toe down, stamp down. So the whole lot looks like. And then we're going to finish with 2 back 2 threes. So we'll do the whole step. We're going to do 4 back 2 threes. We're going to do this. Then we're going to do back 2 3 and back 2 3 to finish. So okay, the music. Now our next step is very similar to the 7s that we did earlier. The only difference is I'm introducing some heels. So it'll look like this. We'll move it to the side eventually, but we're starting off with back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down. I'll show you that from the side. Back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down. Once more. Back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down. I'll do that from the side. Back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down. So put your weight onto the heel. Back, heel, down. So I'll do that again. Back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down. So the secret is to put your weight onto the heel. Back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. So we'll do that a wee bit. Back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. And then on the left foot, back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down. And I'll show you that from the side. Back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down. Once more. Back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down. And then back, 2, 3, and back, 2, 3. So we'll try the whole step to the music. We're doing well. Side, the way we did with the side step, and again you just do it by moving your front foot out, back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down, back, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down. So you move the front out and bring the behind like that, back, heel, down, toe, down, heel, down. So try that to the music. that one step. Okay, that's it. We've done 3 steps. There's a lot of little moves in there, and even though I'm doing them as steps, you can use those little moves, shuffle them about whatever way you want, like building blocks or Lego blocks. Do them whatever way you want, as long as they fit in with the rhythm of the music. I'm only doing them this way to demonstrate them to you. There's quite a lot of little moves in there. So what I'm going to do now, to finish, we're going to dance right through all those steps. I'm going to do them slow first of all, then I'll do them a wee bit faster. So we're going to dance them all the way through. I'll remind you, but there's 8 threes, the 7s, the stamp step, the toe down step, and the heel step. And I'll remind you about them when we come to them, hopefully. So we'll start nice and slow and dance all the way through. That's lovely music, thanks. So we'll do them again. I'll do it a bit faster. So if you're dancing with me, just to get used to dancing a little bit faster. But don't put yourself under any pressure, because you can always go back to the beginning and take your time at it. So we'll do it again a wee bit faster this time, all the way through. So we'll do it one last time at a faster speed, sort of what you play normally, is that okay? And I'm going to turn around and face the camera so that you can see how it looks from the front. So I'll dance it all the way through facing the camera. Okay? Is that okay, musician?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, musicians, for that lovely music. Thank you, Patsy, for the camera work. I hope you learn those steps, and sometime we'll see you dancing them out and about. I say take your time at them, go back over the video at your own pace until you get them right, and as you know, practice makes perfect. So, Gora Maigad, Sinead.